Well, greetings viewers and voyeurs, you're with Got That Funk, and it's time for another cemetery video. This one's on the subject of personality conflicts here on YouTube. I'm pretty well acquainted with quite a few of the people that I'm subscribed to now, having been around for 2 years, and most of the people I'm subscribed to started around about the same time as me. People like SardonicSkeptic, Skid Row Radio, Edible Napalm. I think we all started in the same week in February of '09. Coughlin's been on for 6 or 7 months longer than that, and I suppose rithrandil's been on for nearly that long as well. Now obviously called FederalistFilms, and me and he didn't become friends until sort of last summer. Even though he'd been commenting on my videos for months, I didn't even know he made videos. Now, the reason I'm talking about these particular people is because all of the people I've just mentioned, Skid Row Radio, Coughlin 616, FederalistFilms, SardonicSkeptic, and Edible Napalm, somehow managed to really rub a lot of people up the wrong way. And we've all got our own theory about why that might be, and that's fine. I find in interpersonal relationships, both in the 3D face-to-face world as well as online, you get a lot further in life if you try your very best not to judge other people, which is impossible because it's part of human nature. You need to judge other people to some degree in order to know who you can trust and who you can't trust and what to expect from people and so on. But that's fine. That's exactly what happens. I don't understand why the grudges have to build up the way that they do between certain personalities. I mean, at the end of the day, I take Coughlin for example. I've known Richard for, well, I've been commenting on his videos since before I started making videos, and I suppose he's been watching my videos for about 2 years now. And the reason I bring it up is because we've never really had a one-on-one personal conversation about anything other than, a couple of videos. So I don't really know him very well as a person. But, watching someone for 2 years on YouTube, you get an idea about where they're coming from. And, Coughlin's got his imperfections, as do I, as do you. And, I don't judge Coughlin for his imperfections. I watch Coughlin for the same reason I watch SardonicSkeptic, for the same reason I watch Skid Row Radio, for the same reason I watch FederalistFilms, for the same reason I watch Edible Napalm. What those guys have in common is more than just pissing a lot of people off. They've all got pretty strong views. They're really articulate in the way that they present them for the most part. And, I'm here because I'm not here to judge people. I'm here to learn, to laugh, and to converse. So I find it difficult sometimes when your friends don't get along with each other. Sometimes it makes me feel a little like I'm a little bit suspect because they don't know what I might say to the other parties or whatever, which is a trick, because I'm not that kind of guy really. But I don't understand why. I mean, when people do make criticisms upon one another, even if it is a personal criticism, it doesn't make the other person a horrible person for having said that. I mean, who amongst us has never said anything bad about anybody? I mean, fucking hell, give me a break. I don't understand how come it gets built up out of all proportions sometimes. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all in this game together, and just because we might have different opinions on certain fucking issues doesn't mean that we have to be enemies. And I find it really difficult when friends of mine are enemies with each other. It's an odd feeling, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that kind of position. So yeah, I just wanted to express that and just urge everybody out there to, cut these people some slack, and I hope these people cut each other some slack. I don't think anybody's going anywhere anytime soon, and I'm not saying go along to get along and all that kind of thing. Be perfectly strident about your views, of course. I just don't understand where all the bitterness needs to come into it, and I don't think it does need to come into it. So this is a plea for détente, if not peace. All right, it's Got That Funk. Thanks for watching. May all your ups and downs be ups.